Welcome to another edition of Bookshop, where we talk about the books that we listen to in the shop. Needed to put that in there. Today we are talking about Revenge of Seven by Piticus Lore. It's funny, I was telling a friend about this book and how he should read it, and I mentioned that it was nonfiction, and I got confused. But at the start of the book, it actually says this is all nonfiction, like it's all real, these are true stories, this is really happening. So it's kind of funny that I said that, but be warned, it is about aliens and life from other planets. So maybe not so much nonfiction. The one of the characters kind of in the book they talk about is Piticus Lore. He's from another planet called Lorien, and there's these guard, they're kids that got sent from Lorien because oh darn it, their names are called the Mogadorians. They're the bad guys. They took over Lorien, and the guard escaped with their Sapons, and they went to Earth, and then they're just trying to live, and they're going to try to start their planet again, or like save their race. And that's what the whole like premise is. This is kind of a weird bookshop because this is actually book 6 of 7. So I didn't do that. It's book 6 of 7. It's this book, but I'm gonna put the other books up here somewhere. I really like it. I really enjoyed these characters. Like, they're really fun and really like down to earth, which sounds kind of funny because they're aliens, but they are like, they're just like normal kids who just want to live their lives, but then they kind of have superpowers. So in each book, you kind of meet more and more characters. Like book 1 is just about John Smith and Henri and Bernie Kosar, their pet. It's great. I love it. And then each book builds on that. I'm not going to spoil any of the books. So you just have to go read them all. Again, so far, book 6, I really enjoy it. And I will definitely tell you how book 7 ends. I'm reading it right now. Well, listening to it right now in the shop. One of my favorite parts of this particular book, it's just, this one was very stressful. Like, it's just a lot of stuff happening and all these pieces that are coming together, and you just don't know. There's a lot of duplicity. You don't know who's doing what, or like who you should be trusting, or who is the bad guys. It's a lot of stuff happening all in there. What are my least favorite parts? Almost that same bit. Like, we've been building on this for 6 books now. I feel like you just wanted to just, okay, get on with it already. I enjoy the way he's been building Piticus Lore. I assume it's a he. I like the way that things have been like, they've been building on it and growing it. So I'm really anxious for book 7. So I guess that's like my least favorite part, is I just want to get to the end, but that's not necessarily a problem with the book. I guess that's a good part of the book, is that I'm invested. I need to know what's happened. Thankfully, all of these books are actually audiobooks at the library. I listened to another book that I'll talk about in another bookshop where only book 1 was in an audiobook form, and then the rest of it you had to borrow. And then I listened to a different one where the first book was an audiobook, then you had to borrow the other books, and then they don't even have the last book. I can't read it. It's not available. So that part sucks. So yeah, I totally recommend. This one is obviously science fiction, like it's about aliens, but it's not like super spacey. There's a little tiny bit in the last book, actually this book, where they're kind of in space, but just in the atmosphere. Like, they didn't go way out there. So the rest of it, aside from like superpowers and stuff, it's not really super sci-fi. So it's a really good like people story though. I really like the way that people all are together, and how their stories intertwine. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, totally recommended you listen to these ones in the shop. And they're like good ones because you don't have to pay tons of attention. Like, there's not so many details that you can't remember what's going on. So really enjoy that in the shop, because then I can still listen to it and do my work, but I don't have to rewind and try and remember what the heck happened. Okay, well, join me later for another edition of Bookshop.